Hello, I'm Rick from Gonagain. And you know, there's certain things that we need to do this RVing lifestyle, or just if you're just traveling on the road, or if you like to camp in remote places, you gotta have power. But you know, the thing is that prices keep going up and up and up until now. These are Power Queen batteries. You know, when the lithium iron phosphate batteries first came out, they were the same size as this. They were close to $1,000 a piece. These are a whole nother story. Power Queen's been making batteries for a while now. They make them for all different applications in a variety of sizes and a variety of styles. These batteries have been reviewed on other YouTube channels. Like if you watch Will Prowse or Hobotech, they cut these things apart, the Power Queens apart, and they say, hey, they look really good. The only thing they're missing is low temp cutoff. Well, now they've got low temp cutoff, which means that below freezing, they'll automatically stop charging so you don't damage them. That's important, especially for me here in Montana. It's 3 degrees outside these garage doors right now, and you don't want to be damaging your batteries. But they've not only got these, they've got self-heating batteries that actually heat themselves up. They've got different sizes, different styles of the 100 amp hour battery. They've got the premium series. These batteries start at about 240 bucks. Let me give you an idea of what that means. For example, what if you don't go with lithium, you'd be going with an AGM battery, a lead acid battery. Lead acid batteries aren't cheap either, especially ones that you can use inside of your RV. You can't use a regular lead acid battery inside your RV because of the gases that it puts off. You would have to use an AGM battery, which is a gel battery. Well, they go for anywhere from $160 to $180 and more. And they only have half the capacity of one of these because you can't use them below 12.2 volts. So you're constantly watching your voltmeter. I know I had AGMs. I was constantly watching my voltmeter all the time. And when it get down to 12.2, I'd have to shut things off. Sorry, Linda, I got to turn off the lights. Well, you don't have to worry about that with lithium iron phosphate batteries because you can run them all the way down. It doesn't hurt them. Lithium iron phosphate is way better than lithium ion batteries, which was what they came out with originally, because lithium ion batteries have a risk of fire, self-igniting. If you get them too hot, you over discharge them, or you discharge them too fast or something, and they could catch fire. That's not so with lithium iron phosphate, LiFePO4. These are safe. And back to the cost thing. So you would have to buy 2 AGM batteries to equal one of these. So that right there puts you at like $320 to $360 for a pair of AGMs to take the place of one of these. These start at $240. And for the low temp one, it's $280. And then self-heating one is $340. And then you can get the 200 amp hour and bigger. You know, you check the Power Queen site and pick batteries that suit yourself. The batteries that I currently have in my trailer, there's nothing wrong with them, but they were $650 a piece. I'm just happy because they're affordable now, and there's no reason to go with anything but lithium iron phosphate batteries in your RV anymore. I'm going to install these in parallel in my trailer and see how they work out. But from everything I've been hearing and everything I've read, they've been working out just fine. Well, let me get them hooked up, and I'll show you how I hooked them up in parallel. I'll show you what the leads are like. You know exactly how to hook them up. If hooking up 2 batteries in parallel is pretty simple. If you hook up 4, there's different ways of doing it. Power Queen goes over all of that in the manual that they send you, and they send it with diagrams, so it's really easy to follow. And of course, you can hook these up in series too if you want. So if you want to hook up a 24 volt system or a 48 volt system, you can do that too. Let's go get them hooked up. First of all, before you go installing batteries in parallel, always make sure you charge them up fully before you hook them together. Because if you don't, as soon as you hook it together, if one battery was at 13 volts and one was at 13.4 volts, you'd get a heavy draw from the one that's more fully charged immediately into the one that's not fully charged. Charge them up so they're even first. Okay, this is a very basic parallel installation. You see I've got positive to positive, this cable here. I didn't make up my own cables. These are the shortest ones I could find. Then over here you see I've got negative to negative. I've got the solar power coming into this negative and this positive. I've got the lead to my RV's 12 volt system. You can see the breaker up here, but that's coming off of this positive and this negative. And then there's the inverter up here, and that's coming off of this positive and this negative also. So it has to draw through the batteries and not just off of one side. I think that's a better setup. Now I'm going to be this is, like I say, this is fine and this works great, but I'm going to be changing this wiring to the system that I'm showing you now, to where both positives and both negatives go to two separate bus bars, and then you feed your line out and your line in, you know, your solar coming in and your power going out. You feed that off of those two heavy-duty bus bars. I'm going to be doing that in a future video. Okay, now after you get them all hooked up, you just want to let them rest for 24 hours. Don't try to charge them or anything. Just kind of let them equalize between the two batteries. Just let them sit hooked up like that before you do anything with them. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and be sure and check out Power Queen. I'm sure they've got something for your needs. The quality is high. It's been proven to be high already, and the price is definitely right. On top of that, check in the video description down below this video for the Gonagain link to Power Queen for an additional 4% off. Hey, we'll see you around.